does my mind work? And I know many of us ask ourselves that question. How does my mind work? Now, let's break it down step by step. Number one, let's look at input. What do I mean by input? Your mind is constantly absorbing information. Where? From where? Your environment. Yes, your social media. The social media scrolling that you do. Yes. Conversations that you have with different people and experiences. So that's the input part. Now, once that is done, there is what we call the processing of the information, right? So at this point, your mind will interact with your current beliefs and mental patterns. So if you have been conditioned negatively, even when great opportunities come, you will still see impossibility. Quite interesting. Even when a good thing comes, you're going to still react from an impossibility perspective. Number three. So remember we said that you will input. The mind will start to process, right? And now repetition. The more you think of a thought, the more it ingrains in your subconscious mind. And that thought will become a belief. I'm going to give you an example. At one point, I believed in my inability. At one point, I used to think, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I cannot run a business. And I believed that thing for long. And how did it happen? When I was a young boy, I remember I started practicing poetry. So I remember very well my dad bought me a chicken. And when he bought that chicken, we all of us, my brothers, my sisters, our dad bought us one chicken. And what happened? My own died. And someone told me that's bad luck. And how I interpreted that was, I'm never gonna be good. Yeah, so I interpreted that in a way that I'm never gonna be good at something. And surprisingly, I kept on manifesting the same results. And the more I manifested, the more I believed it. At one point, I even went for someone, a pastor, to pray for me. And I remember kneeling down and saying, everything that I touch seems to break. But as I continue to grow and as I continue to amass more knowledge, I realized that my problem was stemming from a thought that I had repeated for so many years. Because as I was breaking that thought, when I was breaking that idea and that pattern, this is what happened. The person who was giving me the coaching tool asked me a question. Have you ever done wonderful things? And I actually looked, I'd done quite a lot of wonderful things. Then I was like, did I believe something wrong about myself? And from the time when I stopped believing that, the results started to shift. So repetition, very powerful. The fourth aspect of how your mind works is attraction. What this means is that the dominant beliefs shape your emotions, they shape your decisions, and eventually they shape your circumstances. So the thing is here, you attract situations that confirm what you constantly think about. That's why I always love reviewing results, because they can simply tell, am I believing the right things about myself? So this is where the idea that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, or the man's life will gravitate towards his most dominant thoughts. This is where that idea stems from. So what happens is that your most dominant beliefs begin to shape your emotions, they shape your decisions, and eventually they shape your circumstances. Very powerful. That's where the attraction comes from. That whatever you dominantly think about, you're going to attract in your life. And number 5, output, or what we would call results. The thoughts you have watered turn into tangible results. Success or failure, joy or frustration depend on what seeds you have chosen to plant in your wonderful mind. I want you to look at this metaphor. Just like a garden, the mind will grow weeds if you do not plant intentional seeds, right? If you do not plant intentional seeds, things like negativity, fear, doubt are seeds that will begin to grow on their own. So let's look at positivity as well. On the positive side, if you intentionally begin to plant the right seeds in your mind, positivity, discipline, vision must be intentionally, like they will start to manifest. But that will only come when you intentionally choose to plant the right seeds. Very important. So that means you are fully responsible for what goes into your mind. And again, I'm going to say, like one of my favorite mentors always mentions, no savior is coming. No one is responsible for where your mind is. Yes, I know that when it comes to the programming, many external factors come into play, but you are fully responsible for the state of your inner world. You are fully responsible for what goes into the garden of your mind. So I want you to reflect. What seeds have been planted in my mind? What are those things that I think about every day? Because you should know that your mind is your greatest asset, but it can also be your biggest liability. And the question again I'm going to ask, what seeds are you planting in your mind today? What seeds are you planting in your mind today? I want you to look at how you spend your time. Early morning, what seeds you plant in the garden of your mind. I want you to look at your results and ask yourself, if this is what I have, am I actually planting the right seeds in my mind? And the beauty is here. There is always hope for a change. How will that change come? If you choose to change what you plant in the garden of your mind. So I'm very, very excited about what you're going to do with your life. And it's a call for you to actually begin to change. I want you to take an action, take a step. Information alone, the goal is not to watch the video and you complete it. That will be utter waste of time. The goal is that you can conceive this information and take action about your life. So I'm going to be coming with the part 2, and in this series we'll go through a deeper understanding of the layers that make up the mind. That's the conscious and the subconscious mind, and how to reprogram your subconscious mind to set yourself up for success. If you find this video helpful, give this video a like. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And most importantly, make sure that you let me know how you feel in the comment section. And we have also come to realize that almost 75% of the people that watch our content, you have not yet subscribed. Let me tell you something. When you subscribe to this channel, you help me reach many more people. You help the algorithm push this content to millions of people all over the world that need this information. So subscribe to this channel and make sure you don't miss part 2. Make sure you click the notification bell so that you do not miss out on the wonderful content that we invest a lot of time in to share on this platform to ensure that your life changes. Always remember, talk does not do anything. It is action, action, action that is going to change your life. My name is Abdu Nasser, and I'm very excited about your journey. I'm very hopeful that after watching this video, your life is never going to be the same. Invest in yourself, take the necessary action and things are going to change. Lastly, never give up on your dreams. Have a blissful day and you are blessed. Let's meet in part 2. Ciao.